What did it feel like to hear your name called?
Yeah, it was definitely exciting. I mean, Toronto was kind of one of the places I want to go to, and to be their first pick in the draft is something special. And I know I had my eye on it, and to have a teammate Derek Achintov there, it's always special. And what he said about Toronto is just amazing, and now to be a part of it's pretty special.
So why did you want Toronto?
I don't know. I think they play my style. They're a lot of skilled game. They're a big skill game. With Matthews, Marner. I'm not saying I'm that caliber player yet. I hope to be, but there's a lot of skill, and meeting them at the combine and talking to their scouts during the year, they're so nice to me and showed a lot of interest. So it's just a great spot.
Along with your brother and the Suzukis and Jet Wu last year, continuing the trend of high Asian American draft picks, what does that mean to you?
It's special. I think there are a lot of Asian hockey players coming up, especially in California. It's very heavy Asian players there, and there are a lot of skilled players there. I think it's great to represent the Asian community, whether I'm Filipino or you're Japanese or Chinese, whatever. And it's definitely special. And I know they're up and coming players, very young that I've seen in California when I'm out there that are, look like me when I was younger, and hopefully they can step in my shoes one day. But it's great for me to set an example along with my brother and the Suzukis that no matter who you are, you can always succeed.
Can you talk about the sacrifices, the work that your parents did to help you? I know you guys bring the RV up.
Yeah. California wasn't too heavily, hockey-wise, and more baseball and whatnot. So, family sacrificed so much time, and they decided as a family to move from California to Michigan. And in Michigan, that's where the hockey is. And it was a great competition there. Just dad's from Michigan as well, so we just moved there. My mom moved there, my whole family moved there out of Northville, and we just I played there. And then eventually, when I was about 14 years old, I moved to Toronto. While still living at my house in Michigan to play in the GTHL with my mom, and my mom has sacrificed so much for me to get here. I mean, I can't thank her enough. She sacrificed her time with family, friends, and her family who are from the Philippines as well, who moved to California, and she. She's the backbone of my career so far, and I gotta thank her so much. And she's very special to me. And again, we moved to Toronto to play in the GTHL, but I just have to say my mom has done everything for me. So.
When you obviously played in the GTHL, you lived in Toronto, you played in Peterborough. So, what does that logo and jersey mean to you?
Yeah, and when I'm either in Peterborough and when I was in Toronto Red Wings in minor midget, Toronto was the big team there, and everybody knows who you are, if you play for the Leafs. And, I knew all the players. And it's just, look around in Toronto, all the Maple Leafs and the Raptors winning it this year. And, it's just a very big spot for hockey. And it's definitely exciting, to hopefully be a player of the Toronto Maple Leafs one day. And, it's definitely special to me.
What are the strong points of your game, and where do you think you need to improve?
Yeah, I think I'm a very skillful player, just, very elusive because I'm a smaller guy, and I think I have pretty good hands and use that as my advantage, and a good shot as well. So I think I'm a passer, yet a shooter, and I'm a very tenacious player. I like to, hound the puck, I like to cause havoc, turnovers, and as far as working on my game, I think, overall just get bigger and stronger. I think that's pretty common. And I think everyone needs to work on it, and I'm just going to keep working on it. So.
Is there anybody
for small and competitive?
No, I mean, I'm not the biggest guy, and I think I use it as an advantage because I'm a low center of gravity, and there's a guy, there's a Trevor Moore on their team. He's not a big guy, and he's obviously plugging minutes, and he's a very effective player, and he's also from California too. So, I don't think size is a factor. I think Toronto doesn't see it as a factor. They're a lot about skill and puck possession and hockey IQ, and I think that's what I bring. And I think I never had size as an issue for myself, and I always viewed myself as a skilled player that isn't the biggest guy, but I use it as my advantage. So.
Do you remember when and why you started playing hockey?
I know my dad moved from, he's a fan of Michigan with the Detroit Red Wings, and he moved out to California for law school, and then he built up a law firm there, and he had season tickets to LA Kings, and then, when the Sharks came in, the Sharks, and then the Ducks, so he's all over the place. And my sister Alex, who's here today, and they kind of got the hockey interest, and then when my brothers came along, they started getting into hockey, and then I followed along. So.
Did you get caught up in Raptors fever?
Raptors fever? It was good to see them win. I'm out in Aurora too, so it's good to see them win, and against Golden State of California team. Honestly, I was up in the air who would win, Golden State or Raptors, but it's good for the Raptors to win because Toronto deserves to win, and it's such a special town, and it's good for them that the Raptors won. So.
Who's your favorite player?
In the NHL?
Yeah.
You know, there are a lot of players I like you know, Goudreau, or, and I don't really have, I would say Crosby, actually. You know, he grew up, I watched him play, and, you know, he's one of the best players in the world for a reason, and, you know, I admired him when I was a younger kid, you know, all the memorabilia, all the jerseys, the things he signed for me, and I'd say Sidney Crosby growing up, but now, you know, there's so many good players that I don't really have a favorite. It's just I'm looking at all of them, and, yeah.